I thought somebody had four. I ain't gonna lie. I gave you one extra. Hmm. Okay. So I'm gonna make sure I read your text message right. So you said right, you live with your ex and your current man. I don't. Right. Okay. Okay. Now, how you pull that shit off? How you pull that shit off? That's what I want to know. How you pull that shit off? You need to tell me so I could make some shit work for myself. Shit. Right. Okay. Oh, damn. Look at you. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it at all. I'm happy that worked out. Straight up. All right. Okay, so you got two niggas and you about to get married. You went truck driving school. You got a lot of shit going on. Damn. What the fuck is you doing out there, young lady? What is you doing? What the fuck is you doing? Nah, I feel you though. Hmm. Right. Mm. Wait, hold on. You said Union Street. That was that where I had went to? Like when I was out. Damn, so I was there that whole time. Mm. I said it kind of reminded me of the situation with my mom that she was sick and shit, and um, I don't know. She be sick because she don't like to listen. You know, she don't want to switch up her diet and shit. So she kind of gotta. She just gotta ride that out. I can't make nobody eat no certain way. But um, yeah, I feel you on that. Though. I really do. Right. I said that shit the other day. I said that shit the other day. I was like, when the fuck did I become a parent? Like, like, and it make it worse cause I still don't have, I still haven't had kids, and I'm like, yo, you giving me a responsibility that I don't even got for it. I appreciate that. Yeah, yeah, man. Look, I had a couple close calls, but you know, I ain't had that happen just yet. So I'm like, damn, I feel your pain on that, man. I really do. Yeah, right. It do. It do. It'll make you go crazy. It really will. Okay, so now you all right. It's, it's right. Right. Nah, I mean I get it though, cause it took like some of the load off of me. Right. Right. Dude, I mean, right. Damn. That's crazy. Yo, I swear she going through the same shit my mom going through. The same shit. Dialysis and all that. Damn, that's crazy. Right. spot. You ain't right. So how long you gonna be there? Right. Right. Just say he will roast. That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. I ain't never heard of that shit. Right. I've never heard nobody say no shit like disabled roasting. That is fucking crazy. So now you, so how long you gonna be there for? Right. Right. Now go to see y'all in England. Yeah, like 10. That's what I've been doing. Like, yeah. Yeah, yeah, I'm getting to the point where I'm ready to do something different. But yeah, I fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? I'll definitely fuck with it. But yeah, I'm getting to the point where it's like, alright, I'm about to switch it up and do something a little different. And I definitely say go for it. Like I said, even a bad day of trucking ain't gonna be shit. Like it's gonna be like light. You know what I'm saying? When he turned 15, when when he turned 15, when he turned 15. Okay. Yeah. Right. You gonna unload the truck, right? Okay. Oh, that's straight. That ain't even a long drive. Now unloading that truck gonna be a little crazy. But, oh, that's straight. Oh yeah. Truck orientation always be fun, cause like yeah, facts, facts, facts. They gonna look out. Gonna pay for all your meals, all that shit. Like every truck orientation I went to, that's how it was. That's how it always is. Right. Yeah, yeah, Warner, and I heard just like mixed things about Warner. I guess it just depends on what you do. I had a homeboy, he did a flatbed with them. He was doing flatbed with Warner. That's what he started off with, and the only, like I said, the only company I heard that I know of that you should stay away from definitely CR England. Not unless you just wanted to go there to get some experience, but CR England and JB Hunt is kind of like mixed. Depends on what you're doing. Uh, um, yeah, it depends on what you're doing. Like if you're doing the ports, I think you need some ports. I think you is. But right. Oh, for real. Yeah. Yeah, FedEx is like the closest shit that you gonna get to slavery and trucking. I promise you. And then they like real fucking strict, like in terms of like timing and shit. Like I heard they be rushing their drivers and shit. Right, right, right. So you just imagine like fucking. So you just imagine 5,000 orders like that. That's doing too much. Okay. That shit sounds familiar. Damn. They paying motherfuckers 30 cents a mile in 2025. My first job, I think I was making 45. That was like 2015. So yeah, hell yeah. I was doing flatbed. That was 2015. Yeah. Yeah, stay away from that shit. Fuck no. Nah. Nah, I went to school. I went to Goodwill, and then I got it. And then what's crazy is I went to Snyder. That's another one I'm gonna say stay away from. I had went to Snyder. I went there recently a couple of years ago for a damn. It was an account doing it was one of them automotive stores. It was like O'Reilly's or some shit, Advanced Auto Parts. These niggas had us. Orientation was in Phoenix, Arizona. These niggas had us in the hood like the almost hoodest hotel you could think of. Like, like it was motherfuckers in the front selling drugs. It was prostitutes in there. Like, listen, shit was ridiculous. So I left for orientation early, but I still had another job while I was at orientation. So I really wasn't tripping. But yeah, that shit, man, that shit, that shit, man. I hate companies like that, so that's why I say stay away from them. But yeah, that's what I started off with. I started off with them. And I was gonna do tankers, but I just didn't fuck with it. So I had some type of like allergic reaction to some type of chemical, and it was like that shit. Cause some of that shit, cause I did like a lot of hazmat, so I would definitely say, other than what you described, like if you wanted, like if you was looking at something else to do, definitely hazmat. You definitely gonna make some money with hazmat. Why? Why not? I promise you that shit ain't that bad. I promise you it ain't that bad. It ain't that bad. It ain't that bad. Nah, it ain't that bad. Certain shit you do have to wear a respirator. Other than that, it ain't that bad. It sound like it. It sound like it, but it's not that bad. I promise you. That shit is really easy, honestly. It's like easy as fuck. I don't know. You gotta get lucky to find some shit like that. But what hazmat in particular. But man, that shit was cool, man. It really was. It was cool. So I ain't gonna lie. Okay. Let's see, 24. Trust me, you ain't gonna want to get teams. And you wanna be on the road. Oh, you okay? I got you. You wanna see the whole world? Listen, I done been to every state except North Dakota. I've been to every state except North Dakota. Texas. I love Texas. It is. I just left a company. Our trucks was governed at 82. So, because most companies, they trucks is governed at like 65, 67. But, yeah, yeah, like, honestly, unless you're gonna be driving in the Southwest, you really don't need like where you at. You don't really need to go that fast, honestly, because there's so much traffic out there. Like, like the last time I went in that area, I think I went to like I went somewhere up in Mass to pick up some hazmat shit, and once you get past New York, it really ain't that bad, but just going through fucking New York, I can't really stand that shit. But see, out here, shit, LA would be like the version of that. So I gotta drive to LA all the fucking time. So deal with that Cali traffic and that shit is insane. The best thing to do, yeah, the best thing to do is save up. Like I say about like 15, 20, and put a down payment. Um, if you and your man team drive, it's more like realistic and doable, and that'll be the best versus going through a company because the company they gonna be trying to tax you. So you better off, yeah, yeah. So they gonna be making a killing. So your best bet is to save up money, and you could go with Landstar or shit. You could just go to a dealership honestly and get your credit right. Um, your credit ain't even gotta be that high. I done heard of people getting a truck with a 650 credit score. So you'll save more money that way. Yeah, it's dope. It's dope. I definitely want to see how this go. You might, especially if you going over the road. You gonna be out here coming out west. You know, you can stop by Vegas if you want. How long you stop? Okay, so that's what I'm on. Right, right. That was crazy that you on child support. You the only female I ever met that's on child support. Man, man, man. Some people want your money, man. They want your. You must have made him mad. Like, nah, that don't sound like love. That sound like he mad. Like he mad about some shit. Right. That's crazy. Oh, so so he live in New Britain too? Do he live in New Britain too? crazy. Right. Damn. So how long he been so how long he been staying with her? Yeah. Right. So he made up that lie and y'all had to. Right. Did they did they make her do like the test and shit? Like to see if the hymen. Nah, like to see if like her hymen was broken and shit. Cause how, like they sometimes they do that. I don't know if she was too young or whatever. But, how old was she at the time? Oh, that's crazy. Right. Damn. Right. lady. So that's why you over there. The last time I seen you, I was motherfucking homeless. That's why I could never forget you. I was like, in a sense, I was. In a sense, like I wasn't, but I was. Like I was staying. Like if I didn't stay at my cousin's house, I would stay at my homeboy house type shit. So I, not the last time we spoke. The last time we seen each other. That was like '08. That was like '08. Nah, I'm talking about when I was up there. That's the last time I physically seen you. That was like '08. That's when me, you, Amber was hanging out and shit. Right. For real. I remember she used. I remember she used to mess with my boy Chauncey. That was a minute ago. That's funny. That is funny. Yeah, my boy Chauncey. I ain't seen him or heard from him in a minute. But yeah, yeah, that was like a minute ago. That was plus. Yo, in 3 more years, that'll be 20 years. That's how long that be. Right? Ain't it? Shit, I just turned 37 in May. Yeah. And I don't know. I don't want to guess your, but I swear your shit is like in June. Okay, see, close, close. See what I'm saying? No, we definitely not. We definitely not. Man, look, look. I'm proud of you too. I said we both came a long way. Um, now one of my homeboys that I was rapping with, he ended up passing away, so it kind of like just killed the shit. You know what I'm saying? Yup, fucking with them. You know that fentanyl just taking over. Yeah, yeah. Yup, that fentanyl taking over. So, um, it's that, and then I just let the shit go after a while. I'm like, I'm cool. I don't really wanna. I ain't really built for that shit. I don't really wanna be. I don't wanna be famous. I don't care to be famous. I want the money. I don't want the fame. Cause I don't want you to. Right. I'm cool on the rest of that shit. So I had started driving trucks and shit. I've been doing that shit since. Honestly. And driving trucks, man, it's been a crazy experience. I ain't gonna lie. It's been crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Weird. I don't met some cool people. Like I used to work at a company. You probably heard of them. They call Night Transportation, and I worked with them. I got a homeboy that I'm still cool with to this day. That I had met at that company, and that's my nigga. So you gonna meet some cool people. I ain't gonna lie, you gonna meet some real cool people, but you gonna also meet some fucking strange people too. Where you went to the one. Where is it in Southington? Oh, okay. Cause I know it's one in Southington. TA. It's called the TA. Yeah, 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 yeah. I actually parked there before. That's how I knew that. Yup. I had met my dad up there at that truck stop. I already know. Yup. He don't drive, but he's still up there. So this was like years ago. This was back in like 2015. I had drove through and I just told him to pull up on me. I'm like, oh, pops, I'm up here in Southington. To pull up on me, type shit. Yeah. Yeah, so he pulled up on the kid. Pull up on my boy, see what it do. But yeah, that's how I knew where exactly where, cause that the only ones that I know of in Connecticut, other than that one, it's another one like towards New Haven and shit. It's a Flying J, and I used to park there, cause that's where I mainly go. But I ain't gonna lie, Love's is probably the better truck stops. So always keep that in mind. Fuck with Love's. Yeah, yeah, they usually cleaner, got better showers, so on and so forth. Granted, you gonna be home every night, so you ain't gotta worry about that. But, cause right, so I don't know. I don't think you gonna go over there, cause you gonna get so. Listen, you gonna get so used to being at home, man. You gonna be like, man, fuck this shit, fuck this shit. That over the road shit, bro. She said, I'm gonna send him. Oh, there you go, there you go. Matter of fact, you might not even need to come to Vegas. You gonna fuck around and end up being a pimp or some shit. Out here pimping these niggas. Yeah, cause it's like, man, that over the road shit, that shit'll take a toll on you after a while. You like, man, fuck this shit. Right. It depends. It depends. It depends. Some people make less, some people make more. It just depends. It depends on what you was doing. Cause shit, every truck driver job ain't really paying shit. Not all of them. Some of them shit. Some of them shit they ain't paying shit. Nah, I'm actually. What am I doing right now? I'm actually. I'm in the process of getting another job. So like, what had happened was. What had happened was I wasn't feeling the one I was working at, right? And so I started looking. Shit, I started looking, found me something else, you know. And I'm talking to two different companies. So one do Amazon, and that's like 2 days on, 2 days off. So, and that's like a set schedule. So I'll drive to Cali, spend the night, come back, or drive to Utah, spend the night, and come back. So that's like that'll be the equivalent of like you driving to Jersey, spend the night, and then come back home, and you chill at the house for like 2 days. That ain't. that's what that's like. And then there's another company I was speaking to is straight mail. So that's all they do is mail. And that one to be home every day. Yup. So that one, the one doing mail, that they pay hourly. So that one I think is like, yup, exactly. So that one, yup, that one would be like that one. I think that one is like 30 an hour. Nah, definitely not. Definitely not. So, no, you do, but it's like real light. So it's like these little crates. You just, they got wheels on them, and all you do is just roll them off the trailer. Yeah, yup. So it's like little crate, and then it's metal, so it's all light shit. All light. Yup, yup. So I got like these two options. And really, it's just one they waiting on my background, and the other one they just getting like a couple of my reports and shit. They just probably verifying a couple jobs and shit. So honestly, it's just a waiting game at this point. So yeah, exactly. So I'm just at the crib. I've been chilling for like a week. I paid all my bills in advance, so I'm just chilling. Just like for the chilling. Like every now and then, I ain't gonna lie, I gotta do this because it's therapeutic. Because listen, just life be life. Life be life. You can't go crazy. I ain't, the last thing I was fucking with real crazy when I first got out here was the edible. And when the edibles, I was fucking with the edibles real heavy. And what had happened was I ended up taking too many because they don't kick in fast enough. It ain't like hitting a blunt. So I didn't know that like in about 35, 40 minutes, the shit was like smack the shit out of me. And I ended up taking, it was me and my homegirl, we took too many. And I was on the strip, and I swear to God, we sat in the car for like 3 or 4 hours just chilling. Like, would not move or nothing. Just sitting there, like on some little kid shit. Like, some shit you would have did when you was like high school type shit. That shit was crazy. So, yeah, that shit was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. That was like a crazy experience. So, but lately though, I ain't been messing around. I was fucking with the shrooms for a minute. I had fucked with some mushrooms. That was cool. And then I've been chilling lately though. I've been sober. Other than the other night, I went to the casino. I was drinking. Other than that, I've been chilling. I ain't been doing shit. I've been chilling. I've been out the way. I've been cooling it. So yeah, man, it's some crazy. Like I done had some dope jobs. Like I remember I had one company. Like you travel, but instead of sleeping in a truck, that had you like in a hotel, and you work at like different distribution centers. And they had me in Cali. Hell yeah, like I was living in Cali rent free, like in the outskirts of LA, like rent free. probably they might not buy you one specifically, but you know they'll help you get one. Facts. They're like they'll help you get one. Like they gonna pay you to where you can buy one. Cause like that. I said you gonna buy that shit. That's how I ended up in Vegas. Like my this is no lie, it was 2019. Like I was already stuck on the road for my birthday, so I was feeling some type of way. And then my truck broke down in Vegas on Memorial Day weekend for a whole week. So my company they put me in a hotel. So my terminal manager was like, "Hey, look, like, please do not get in trouble." He said, "You'll be in Vegas for a week. Do not get in trouble." I said, "Nah, you're right. Don't get in trouble." I said, "All right, I got you. I got you." Man, I fucked around. I was like, I was already out here. Then I came back out here again to visit. And then the third time I came out here, I said, fuck it, I'm moving. I went and got an apartment the next day. The next fucking day. I'm like, I'm moving. Fuck this shit. And that shit all up trouble. Cause this was before the pandemic, so I was just loving this shit. Like it was Vegas. It ain't the same, but I still fuck. It's not the same. I ain't gonna lie. It ain't the same. Like, cause this shit is just lit 20. Cause I can't move nowhere else now. Cause I'm so used to this 24/7. So if I did move somewhere, it had to be like Orlando, Miami. It had to be some shit like 24/7. I have to have 24/7. I cannot do it. Like I cannot. I went back to North Carolina. Shit was closing down at like 1:30, 2 in the morning. I'm like, yo, I gotta go. I gotta go. I, it's cold, it's foggy, no lights. Right. It's fucking lit here. It's a non-stop party. You go party all night. Like, this is no lie. Like, I would go out. I leave the house like around 9 p.m. I done had nights. I ain't come back till like 9 in the morning. From like 9 p.m. to 9 in the morning. Just non-stop. Just look. You party with me. You party with me. You better be ready. You better be ready. You better be ready. Go ahead, sleep during the day, get you some sleep. You know what I'm saying? Drink some water. I don't party like that. But when I first got out, yo, I was going fucking crazy. I could not stop partying. Like that shit was just like me going out became a bill. A couple hundred a month. A couple hundred a month. I ain't gonna lie. A couple hundred a month. I ain't gonna lie. It was a couple hundred a month. Cause I just couldn't. I could not. Cause I hate being in the house. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like I hate being in the house. Bro. Fuck that shit. Mm. Wasting that spirit. Gas some more with the boiled eggs. I feel you on that. I feel you on that one. You need to come out here. I ain't gonna lie. You need to come out here for vacation. I ain't gonna lie. More women need to hear this story. I ain't gonna lie. You need to, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right. Damn, she been doing some research. She been doing the research. That she been doing that research. Mm. So you start doing your research and found out the shit illegal. Damn. Mm. That's crazy. They lowered child support to $7. The fuck you supposed to do with $7? $7 a week. What you supposed to do with that? You know, see, that's why I'm scared to get out there and have it because of shit like that.